Hey guys, hi, Bryson here, and a lot of you guys don't know this, but me, legit, I have a learning disability. Like, the only way I can learn something and it sticks to my brain is by me doing all the research, then reading it over and over again, and then, most importantly, practicing it and doing it myself. I can't just hear somebody tell me something and then boom, I'm a genius. No, I need to do it myself. So in this video right here, I'm not just gonna tell you, hey guys, to get an NFT, to open it, to create it, to get the wallet, just go here, go there. No, I'm gonna show you step by step without skipping a single step how you create an NFT, how you can basically sell it, how you can create your wallet. I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know to actually get started, but I'm gonna show you also. That way, if you learn like me by doing and seeing for yourself, you're gonna have fun with this video right here. And by the way, if you're brand new to the whole NFT gang or whatever it is, an NFT stands for non-fungible token. And the big difference is, for example, $10,000 here and 10K here. Which one is more valuable? Doesn't matter. Money is money. $1 is $1. But an NFT is unique. So, for example, one NFT can be worth a lot more money because, again, they are unique and go for different values. That's the whole idea right there. And by the way, guys, if you guys don't know this, me, myself, and I on the internet, we are the boring people here. We make boring investments, but not boring returns, okay? That's the best thing about being boring. You make boring investments, but they make you money, and that's what I do. So for this video right here, yes, I'm talking about NFTs, non-fungible tokens. And you know, if you're gonna be buying artwork, or for example, you are an artist and you're gonna be creating like your own NFT, to me, that is awesome because in reality, it's you getting paid for your work. My sister is an artist, so yo, if you can get paid for your work, that's great. My cousin does like albums and all this other stuff. And by the way, an NFT can be, for example, a picture, it can be an audio, it can be, for example, a video. It doesn't just have to be, for example, like a fancy artwork. Not true. So you can get paid for your work, great. But if you're here to say, hey, I wanna invest into this stuff, that's not my game, that's not what I do. I see this as, for example, hey, I want to create, I want to get paid, I want to get royalties for my work, and I also want to support, for example, an artist by buying their stuff. So don't worry, by the end of this video, I'll show you exactly how to go ahead and create your NFT, and you'll see exactly me creating my NFT also and putting it out there at the same time as you are. So I thought this video was gonna be like a few 30 minutes of research. No, it took me hours. So do me a favor and smash the like button. I appreciate it a ton. Now, the very first thing, guys, you want to understand is basically when you are going to create your NFT, it's very important where you actually are going to list it. You know, for example, if you want to sell a pair of shoes or sneakers and you want to go either on eBay or Facebook or Craigslist to actually sell it, those are markets, right? So for NFTs, you also have different markets. And the most popular markets, which by the way, are the ones where you want to be at. Why? Because if you're selling something, you want to be selling that thing where the most eyes are actually going to be. It just makes sense, right? So the two most popular markets right now currently, I say currently, in 2021, okay, depending on when you watch this video, the answer is you have OpenSea and you also have Rarible. And by the way, the links are down below, so don't worry, step by step here, the OpenSea and Rarible. Those are the two most popular markets. And like I showed you guys, and like I told you, and I promised you in this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys everything, okay, step by step here. So, OpenSea looks like this. When you go to OpenSea, it's OpenSea.io. And when you go, for example, to Rarible, it looks like this. People list their stuff here. And yes, you can actually buy all those Bored Apes, the CryptoPunks, all that stuff is listed here, even, for example, the Cool Cats and everything else, okay? So yeah, you have OpenSea and you have Rarible. Which one do you want? It all depends on you. However, step 2 is, I want you to be aware. A lot of these websites, okay, they promise you, hey, everything is like free listings, nothing to worry about, you don't gotta pay for anything, but in reality, it's not really that simple. There's something called gas. You're gonna hear this a lot when you get into this world, okay? Gas. What is gas, okay? Gas, when you think about gas and you hear gas, think about, for example, transaction fees or just fees overall. So when you go to OpenSea and you wanna initiate an account, and by the way, you can sign in, make an account, make an NFT and all that stuff, but in reality, if you wanna make an NFT, like through Ethereum, they're usually gonna charge you a gas, okay? An initial price to actually get into the whole game, which is usually between 70 to $400, okay? And that's what makes it able to support people to be able to list how many NFTs you actually want to without ever having to charge you any fees anymore. But don't forget though that whenever you do sell something, usually they're gonna charge you around 2.5% up to right now. And yes, you can also include your royalties in there. So if you wanna sell an NFT and you're like, every time this thing sells, I wanna actually make some money, you can actually put your royalty up to 10%, meaning, hey, every time this thing sells, I get 10%. That means the artist keeps getting paid in passive income, which is kind of weird, honestly. It's kind of like you make something and you sell it and that's it. But for this whole world and this whole space, they are creating royalties, which I'm not really mad about, honestly. And the same thing for Rarible, okay? They also have like a little fee between $30 to $60. But by the way, if you don't have any money and you're super broke and just don't want to pay, that's fine. I'll show you the free way to actually do it, which is basically through Polygon, and also through the second one is called Flow Blockchain, which is basically a free way to actually create your NFT and actually post them. But they have, for example, restrictions, meaning you won't be able to make like a whole collection of your NFTs or have auctions. It's more limited to like one-of-ones and all of that other stuff. Now, let's get into this step by step, because step 3 is, don't worry, I haven't forgot to show you, but I'm telling you these things first before I actually show you the steps, because in reality, the steps are fairly simple. But step 3 is going to be, you're going to want to create a crypto wallet. And again, a crypto wallet is where you basically hold your crypto assets, including, for example, your NFTs also. That's the whole thing. Now, again, you want to go with the most popular ones, because usually the most popular ones have the chance to actually stay around for the longest, and they're actually safer. So you can actually use, for example, Coinbase Wallet if you want to, a very popular one. I have that one also. And by the way, the link is down below. If you want to join Coinbase to buy crypto and do all that stuff, which by the way, I don't do, just telling you frankly, it's like $10 when you sign up and you actually get some money, okay? Same thing me. But if you just want to get, for example, the Coinbase Wallet, you can go to your iPhone or your Android or, for example, your computer and just download the Coinbase Wallet like that. But the second most popular one is actually called MetaMask. And again, it is also a crypto wallet. So don't try to overcomplicate it. But by the way, one big thing I do have to tell you and warn you about, when you are creating your wallet, they're going to give you, for example, it's kind of like a random words. It's like an authentication to make sure you're protected, and if you lose your password, that we can always access your account as long as you have that backup. So you get kind of like 12 random words, and you have to make sure you get them in that order. Now, the idea is, remember this, don't forget this, okay? You want to keep that information very safe. You want to either copy and paste it, then print it out and put it somewhere safe in a safe, or you want to put it in a metal craven, whatever you want to do, but just make sure you keep it safe, because in reality, if you forget your password, and if you forget, for example, that second layer, not MetaMask and not Coinbase is going to help you. No one can help you. Once you lose that information, you will not have access to your stuff ever again. You will lose everything. So again, make sure you keep this stuff in a safe space, okay? That's all I'm telling you. Make it encrypted, make it in a USB file where no one can find it, put it on a piece of paper, put it in a safe deposit box, whatever you want to, just make sure you don't lose it. So again, to show you things, because again, I learned by showing people stuff. So here it is, okay guys, you have right here the Coinbase. You can actually go to Coinbase Wallet and actually get this stuff done, or you can go to MetaMask and actually download it either on Chrome, Firefox, Brave, or Edge. I never use Brave, like honestly, but you have, for example, the iOS app, which I actually downloaded myself, and you also have the Android app if you have an Android, which is fine with me. I'm not judging you, okay? Green bubbles are cool, but overall, that's basically it. You can use this for Rarible, or you can use it, for example, for OpenSea also. Now, what do you do once you know where you're going to be doing this thing, either OpenSea or Rarible? I'm going to show you with both. Don't worry. There's two marketplaces. Doesn't really matter that much. But I'm going to show you with both, okay? With OpenSea, you know about gas, you know about the free way to do it, which is basically through Polygon or, for example, the other method. And you also know you have your wallet now. You have the Coinbase wallet, or you have, for example, the MetaMask wallet. Again, create your wallet. The reason I don't show you how to create a wallet is because if I show you stuff, I might leak some information, and then that might mean my wallet might be compromised. Again, don't show people this stuff. It's like your social security number. You don't show it to people, so just make sure you don't show it to people. But again, the links are down below. MetaMask, or for example, Coin Wallet. All right, Coinbase Wallet, and also just go to the App Store and search stuff up, and you'll be able to download it just like that. All right, now let's go ahead and create an account over at OpenSea. And again, this stuff is fairly simple. It's not really complicated, but I do have to give you guys a tip, guys, okay? If you are gonna use MetaMask when you go on Google Chrome, or you go, for example, on Firefox, I use Firefox a lot faster, in my opinion. When you go on Firefox and you try to go, for example, let me show you here so you actually know what I'm talking about. When you go on Firefox and you click, for example, right here, where it says profile, right? You click the face, you click profile, you click connect your wallet. That's how you basically connect to OpenSea. When you click MetaMask, it might do it now, but before it wasn't doing it. When you click it, it'll take you to the MetaMask download, even though you downloaded it and you actually have the extension on your browser. That's like a normal thing, apparently. It's been going on a lot. But right now, this is my entire thing. I actually have my whole page. It's working for me. But if it doesn't work for you, what you want to do is fairly simple. You want to go on your phone and go to the MetaMask app. All right, that's what you want to do. And you want to click right here. Let me show you guys, okay? Let me make sure no information is here. And you want to click where it says right here. I can actually show you. Here's my phone. Zoom in. And you see where it says, all right, so look, this is how it starts. It shows you this right here first. And then you want to click right here where it says the 3 little dots. And you want to go to browser. You want to go to OpenSea. So you want to, it's like Google Chrome, but like on your phone, but like the browser. You want to click OpenSea, and then you want to click, for example, like create or your account, and just take you exactly, and just tell you like connect, and it'll be easier to actually connect. However, if you are using, and this will connect like easily, and once this connects, it should connect automatically over on Google Chrome or on Firefox. It's what I figured out by doing a little testing here and there. But the one thing I noticed is that basically, if you are using, for example, like Coinbase wallet, it's a lot more simple. When you click right here on Coinbase wallet, boom, it takes you right here. And all you got to do is basically scan in your wallet or just install the extension, which I haven't, but you should definitely install the extension if you actually want to. And that's the whole idea. Boom, you're inside. Now, once you're inside, what do you do? Okay? Fairly simple. So this is where we actually get into step number 5, which is basically creating your NFT. And again, okay, an NFT is a non-fungible token. It can be a picture, it can be, for example, music, it can be a recording, it can be a video, okay? It can be anything. That's why you have, for example, like those highlights of like the sports and all that stuff. You can buy those things, okay? Pretty cool stuff. However, all right, so this means if you want to create an NFT, it can mean, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and take a selfie, for example, where's the selfie stuff on my phone? And take a selfie with you guys, and then now all of a sudden, that's an NFT, and I can actually like get that as an NFT. Obviously, no one's gonna buy it because it sucks, but overall, that can be an NFT. So I went ahead, I used Photoshop to create my first NFT, and my NFT campaign is called Boring, all right? It's just called Boring, and it's pretty cool stuff, okay? So if you wanna use like Photoshop, if you want to use like PicArt, if you want to use whatever software it is out there to just create something, you can use a JPEG, which is the format of a picture. You can use, for example, a PNG. It doesn't really matter that much, but that's the whole idea. So now, for example, if you want to go ahead and actually create your NFT and actually sell it, here's how you actually do it on OpenSea, for example, okay? So back to this website here, you can click where it says, again, this is my whole thing, Boring, Tommy Bryson, this is me. You click right here where it says create. That simple, okay? And you can actually sign in with my whole thing. But this right here is connected to my MetaMask, all right? So what I want to do is just, for example, upload my first NFT, which is going to be, for example, boring equals rich. This is mine, guys. This is mine, okay? I am super artistic, apparently. And again, you can have any number of file types: JPEG, PNG, GIF, SVG, MP4, MP3. You can have literally anything you actually want to, up to 100 megabytes, which, by the way, is great. Now I can actually title this, so give it a name. My name is gonna be boring equals rich. Obviously, I don't know what to tell you. That's the name for this stuff. You can use, for example, external links. And by the way, external links can mean, for example, if I would want to like say, hey, whenever you buy this NFT, you actually get an exclusive link to my Discord. You can actually set it up that way, which is pretty cool. That way you have like exclusive stuff that come along with your NFT. In this case, I don't have that stuff. Description here. Boring collection. That's what my description basically is, okay? And by the way, if you want to buy this stuff, you can buy it. But again, buy it to have fun if you want to have fun with this whole thing, but don't think you're actually gonna make money by buying my stuff, okay? I'm not an artist, okay? Collection. Is this a collection where your items will appear? The answer is no. But if I wanted to, I can go on my profile and then basically, let me go right here where it says profile, my collection, and click right here where it says create a collection. And I can call this, again, because I want to show you guys everything, okay? So this is the entire like profile picture. I can have, for example, a featured image, which can be, for example, I don't know, like this one right here. And I can say like, hey, my banner image can be, for example, the boring thing on the top, which is fine stuff. But yeah, you know, my name can be the boring collection, all right? That's my whole thing, boring collection. OpenSea, Treasure Sea. This is my link, boring collection. I'm gonna have a description for boring is money. Boring is money. I can have a whole category. This stuff, honestly, guys, is pretty cool. You can actually have a category. So if it's art, collectible, photography, sports, trading cards, utility. For me, it's just like art, right? So my links, just my Instagram, which is like Tommy Bryson, so you guys know where to find me, and like royalties. So again, this is actually pretty clever, right? So if I would want to have this collection and actually collect, for example, like, hey, every time this thing sells, I want to make, for example, like 5%. Well, I can put in here 5%. So every time somebody, and I have to actually put my wallet in here, so that has to be private. So Danny, blur that out. Let me go ahead and put this in here, but my wallet in there, just blur that out, Danny. And I can say, for example, blockchain, right? So it can be like Polygon. Remember, guys, okay? Remember I said Polygon is a free one. If you use Ethereum, you'll have to pay money. If you don't, you can use Poly. It'll be like for free. So don't worry about it. There you go. And then I can click, for example, display theme, covered, contained, padded. I like the contained one. I can click right here where it says create, and boom. Now I have a collection, and that was just like that, okay? Just like that, that simple, and this basically sucks. But yeah, that's how it basically works. And if I want to say like, hey, now let me go ahead and add an item, right, to this collection. And this is where we actually get into the stuff of actually creating your NFT. But now we have a collection, a piece of like artwork, like my museum. If I want to change things, I can change it if I want to. But in reality, I don't care to change things. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to sell this one first, which is basically boring equals rich. I'm going to call it, again, boring equals rich. External links, no external links for me. Description, boring collection. Boring collection. I am a great speller. Did I ever mention that? I'm not. And right here I can click, for example, what collection you want to do it to. I only have one, so that's boring collection v3. Properties. So usually properties are for basically like if you have like specific things about your artwork, like different faces and expressions, you can actually put those things in here. For in this case, it doesn't really matter to me, so not important. Numerical traits that show as progressive bar, again, does not matter to me. Unlockable content. So again, this is basically if you want to have unlockable content. Again, this is for, by the way, I think I explained it wrong. So this is actually different from unlockable content. The unlockable content would be basically if you want to have, for example, like a Discord link to a private chat, to a private party, whatever it is, that's where these things go. And explicit and sensitive content. So again, if you're making like that, you know, content for people that are into that stuff, the weird stuff, you can actually do it. So then that way people know what's up. The supply copies of this, I'm only going to put, for example, 10. And that's about it, okay? So just 10 of these are going to be available. I can say, hey, to freeze your metadata, you must create your item first. And I click right here where it says create. And then, boom. That's it. Whoop. You just created boring equals rich. And I can actually share it if I actually want to. And that's basically it. Now, that's the first part, right? The first part is basically, all right, we created an NFT. So now how do we actually go ahead and sell this thing, all right? This is the cool thing here. So to sell this thing, it's fairly simple, honestly. Again, let's go back. here to this page, and you click right here where it says sell. Now, make sure, again, you will not be able to adjust any of these things once you do click sell. So if you have any things you want to adjust and so on, go ahead and actually adjust it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and click sell. And boom. How am I going to take Ethereum or whatever it is, right? Price per unit. Let's say the price, how much I want to sell this for. Like 0.01, I guess. It's like $40. Let's make it, I want to make it like super cheap. Maybe like 10 bucks, right? So, greater than $2. So let's say, let's actually say $2. No. We have to do like a little less. So $5, no. $10, okay, right here. So right now the price for this is actually like $6. Now I can click, for example, duration, how long you actually want to sell this thing for, right? You can actually say like, hey, reserve for specific buyer, or for example 6 months. I'll do like 6 months. This right here is going to be for sale. Now creator royalty is going to be 5% whenever this thing sells or switches hands. It's hilarious, okay? Whenever this thing sells, if it does sell, I'll be able to make 5% royalty in the sale. And as always, guys, they will make 2.5%. That's the entirety of this. And then I click right here where it says complete listing, and boom, that's it, guys. Okay, complete your listing. To complete your listing, follow these steps. Unlock currency. Submit a transaction with your wallet to trade with this currency. This only needs to be done once. So unlock. And then sign. Again, blur all this stuff out, Danny. Sign. All right, so it's signing. And by the way, this can take a few seconds or minutes or whatever. Sign message. Sign a message using your wallet. Okay, I click sign already, and then boom. That's really about it. Message. That's fine. You are signing. That's fine. And then click sign. And then boom. That's signed, and that is it. Your NFT is listed. If I want to share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, or just share it with a link, I can actually do that right now. But if I click right here, it takes me to the listing. And this right now is selling for $12. So if you want to go ahead and buy this, feel free to do so. Boring equals rich collection. So if I go right here where it says, for example, my profile picture, and I click my collection, it shows me, hey, Tommy, here's your collection. Boring collection V3. And boom, I have right here one item, one owner. And boom, if I want to buy this, I can buy. If I want to list it, I can list it. Boom, there you go. If I want to add more items to this collection, I can if I want to. And by the way, I'll actually share this collection on the link down below. So if you want to support the channel and buy this stuff, feel free to do so. It would just be for fun, so don't think you're gonna make money by buying this stuff. But it is pretty cool. It is pretty cool, honestly. Like, the main thing that I like about NFTs, let's be real here, is that if you are a real artist, not like me, and you are selling your artwork, it's cool to be able to sell it, make royalties, and then me as a person buying it, it's cool to say, hey, I own this piece of artwork from this artist that I appreciated a ton, and only I own this. To me, that's pretty cool. Investing point of view, not really, okay? And guys, that's how you do it on OpenSea. Now, the same thing, same process applies if you want to do it, for example, through Rarible. And again, the links are down below. But overall, it would be basically the same exact thing, okay? You go to sign in, you click install MetaMask. So if you want to go with MetaMask, you do the whole process. And again, you see the problem here, guys? Whenever you click, for example, like on MetaMask, even if you already have it, it's a problem. So the way I would do it is just always go and use, for example, the MetaMask browser. So that way it's just like a lot more simple. So again, if you go on your phone, right? So if I go right here and I type in like, hey, again, I'm on my phone on the MetaMask browser section. Let me just do this all over again so you actually know. I'm actually gonna record a video. Actually, no, I'm not gonna record a video. But overall, if you go to MetaMask, you put in your face, obviously, to actually get into the account. You click right here. Wow, welcome to your new wallet. No thanks. NFTs. Okay, cool. And if I go right here to where it says, again, you want to go. So this is how it opens up, right? This is how the account opens up. If you click right here where it says the little 3 dots up here, and you click browser, and up here, for example, you type in like, hey, I want to go to here, search something, and just type in Rarible, right? And then boom, it takes you to Rarible. Click search, it takes you there, and then boom, you're here. And then that's about it, okay? And then because I want to show you guys everything, so I don't want to skip any steps here. But if you go here, loading up just a little bit, and I click here, most likely here, right? And I click, for example, my profile, sign in, and I want to sign in, for example, with MetaMask. I click connect, and then boom, now I'm gonna be signed in. And by the way, you have to be at least 13 years old, which is fairly young, let's be honest. And then boom, all of a sudden I'm in. So that's it. Like, I'm signed in now. And now I'm guessing if I do go, for example, like on the entire like Rarible thing again, and I type in, for example, my profile, it'll let me go directly into it without any problems. I mean, that's the whole idea, guys, okay? But it's the same process. But I do want to remind you guys something, okay? So when you use, if you have no money and you don't want to do Ethereum and you don't know if your things are going to sell, it's okay to use Polygon for OpenSea. If you don't have any money, it's okay to use, for example, Flow Blockchain for Rarible if you don't have any money either and you want to pay $30 or $70. Eventually, you might want to do it because it is a lot more easier for the buyer to actually buy your stuff. But guys, that is it. From beginning to end, how you create an NFT, how you basically sell it, list it, and everything like that. So overall, to summarize here is pick a market, OpenSea or Rarible. I picked OpenSea. Obviously, you guys just saw my whole thing. Link down below if you want to buy my NFT. I'm famous now. Also, you want to make sure you understand, for example, all of the fees, or AKA gas, transaction fees. Always remember, gas is transaction fee. Third thing is, okay, you want to use a wallet. For me, I'm using MetaMask. If you want to use, for example, Coinbase wallet, that's fine too. Doesn't really matter. But make sure you keep your code safe. And then fourth is you create your NFT. And then fifth is you go ahead and you sell the thing. You promote it. You do all the work. And that is it, my friends. That's how you get it done. Now, I know this video is long, but there is one more thing I want to include for the people that made it all the way here. And it's that if you are buying this stuff. So you have three types of people actually involved in NFTs. And the people you don't want to trust are the celebrities, because basically they get free stuff to promote it and build up hype. So them buying things is not really them buying things. Usually they get transferred the NFTs just so they can basically promote it and all that stuff, okay? But you have, for example, the greater fool theory, which basically means if you're buying something that you know nothing about, you're a dummy. And then your whole goal as a dummy is to find a bigger dummy to pay more money for the thing you actually bought that you know nothing about. That's called the greater fool theory, which is basically stupid. Don't do that stuff. But second is that people just having fun here. If you want to have fun, you want to buy something from someone you know, someone you support, that's fine. Have fun. It's the equivalent of buying, for example, like a Pokemon card. Just to have fun. You enjoy it and you support someone, that's great. I don't have a problem with that. And then you have the third part, which basically people that are very wealthy buying these things as legit artwork and then using it for tax purposes. That's different. The way I would do this is basically just for fun. It's not really an investment, in my opinion. Again, boring, but I make money by being boring. So take it with a grain of salt. And lastly, if you are doing this stuff, remember, scams are real. They exist. They are legit things. So if you do get hit up about like, hey, put in your wallet here and you don't know the person, or like, hey, let me share your screen with me, don't do that stuff, okay? If you lose your information, usually it is nearly impossible or very hard to actually get. If you feel like you're at risk, lock your account immediately. But guys, that is it. Hopefully this video actually helped you, taught you everything you need to know, and hopefully I did my job. See you guys tomorrow, though. Thanks for watching. As always, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified. I appreciate it a ton. On top of that, also, if you want more content like this, more content here, boring investment stuff like the way I invest, and here's my face, click and subscribe, and long-term team is out. Instagram, Tommy Bryson, and if you want to call me, the link is also down below to call me for free. Peace out, guys.